All right, we are live. And there's banging in the background. I am Richard Way, the DM, also known as Zero101. This is my lovely crew, and when we last left off, we were dealing with some bar shenanigans by Dulla's character Poppy, who is on vacation at the moment. So they're going to be NPC'd and put into bar duties until their return. If the rest of you would like to introduce yourselves, now is the time.
I am Ungargus. I'm playing Jasper, the halfling assassin.
My name's Bert, and I be Anvil Icehammer, life cleric, and all-around dangerous dwarf.
The DD, designated dwarf driver. I mean, wait, what?
I'm Lisa. I play Yosna the Barbarian. Well, fighter barbarian.
I'm Doomboat, and I play Orin Turin, the eccentric wizard.
Prince Cuddles playing Lily, the auntie bard.
What the hell was that?
I think he inhaled a helium balloon before speaking.
Oops.
You know they actually make a helium-infused beer.
I'll have to try that sometime.
Yeah, it's a interesting fun while speaking. All right.
Yes, the bar is named the Chipmunks.
We're the Chipmunks. Okay. So we were working on the quest portion where you were having some trouble with a local bar just down the alley. Yeah. What do you? So Poppy does tell you that of what's going on with that some of the I think it was the Parapet of Health. I have to double check to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is what I. Yep. I thought it was an advantage
against poison.
No, it's just you're immune to contracting any disease while you wear this pendant. If you're already infected with the disease, the effects of the disease are suppressed while you wear the pendant. Um, it's an uncommon neck. It does not take up one of your attunement slots either. Figured that'd be fun to give the barbarian.
So what
So
exactly
it's a
was?
Yeah, Bert posted it in Discord. What was that, Jasper?
What exactly was Poppy telling us about the place?
So Poppy said that the bar over there had hired a couple of um, people, and they seem to all be halflings, to sabotage your bar and your bar opening. So
Any werecats around?
So the
Or doggo.
Doggo. Yeah, the Faroon Brewery is what the bar was called.
So did Poppy tell us that these halflings are where at?
That they are shape changers. Maybe not were rats, but they are shape changers. They would know that portion of it. And actually, no, they did say they were where. So yeah, Poppy would have shared that they are werefolk.
So the question is, do we buy rat repellent or shape changer repellent, if there is such a thing?
Or hear me out.
Catapult?
Catapult.
There is a bit of a more direct solution we could take if you don't mind.
Kill him?
Well, I didn't say it.
I didn't do
Well,
it.
Well, lads, I'll say it. We need to kill the buggers.
And that's why catapult is a thing.
Not enough damage. You
A
need to
little
get stronger.
loud.
Oh, all it creates is a nice little splat. Unless it breaks a wall.
Unless we happen to borrow a magical cannonball.
Oh, no. I mean, launch the were-rat.
Unless they're in rat form, that's not going to work very well.
We can make it work.
Having to eliminate all the little rats.
So I'm curious, are there any type of bombs that we can like steal and like borrow a griffin for a day?
Yeah, that might cause a little bit too much.
Yeah, but we're going to be on a
Attention, though.
griffin, not, you know.
Yeah.
I don't see the guard letting us borrow a griffin for assassinations.
Not unless you've got a really, really good friend in the particular service, which you've got a good friend, but probably not that good.
I'm going to ask that were creatures are well known to have a vulnerability to silver. I'm assuming that we're aware of that.
Yeah, you definitely be aware of that rumor or folklore. Yeah, because that would be a common fear or a common thing. So.
A fear of silver, you say?
I know that it is important that
God,
we
remodeling
attack
all
them
our
using
floors
silver.
with silver is going to be expensive.
Why would we remodel the floors when we can
Well, you
just
said
take?
fear of silver. It'll keep them
I
away,
didn't
right?
say fear, vulnerability. No fear.
Oh.
It's kind of like my fear of an empty mug.
There's a reason I have a negative int. I see.
Uh, uh, I have a feeling that Poppy would be telling us to turn them in. They've broken several laws.
Hmm.
Can we prove they've broken the laws, though?
There is that. Poppy holds up
Can they
the.
read minds? I mean, is there like a magic scrubbing thing that they can read Poppy's mind and just like, because they kind of admitted everything to Poppy. If they find what Poppy knows, basically how we have proof.
Uh, there could be like under a truth spell to
Yeah.
to, but it gets a little fickle. So it,
Poppy, why don't you go in and pretend to be one of them for get all the information?
Poppy does share with you that that some of your employees are working for them directly.
Is it a dumb guy?
We have traitors in our midst? That won't do.
According to Poppy.
Also, according to Poppy, they're halflings.
You have a couple of halflings.
Hmm.
Our cooks.
I'm just gonna kind of look at Jasper.
I'm not a traitor.
No, he's too greedy to be a traitor.
I'm not greedy.
Also,
It-
Volo said. Meaning he's a decent guy, I think.
Now, are you having this
Wasn't.
conversation still in the alley where you'd found the cow carcass, or have you moved
Oh, no,
this
God forbid.
conversation
No,
in?
we're away from the fucking rats.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're not in your bar either, or as far as in the tap room.
We got upstairs.
Okay.
We can go upstairs.
Fluffy and the other cat. Oh wait, no, we don't know where Fluffy and the other cat.
An insidious plot by the rats to get rid of the cats.
Yeah, the cats currently
yes, it
are
all
not
makes sense now.
not in sight. You haven't seen the cats for quite a while. Normally they've been roaming around the bar at and whatnot, but right now they are not. So I'm assuming you guys are like probably either like in the library or the master bedroom.
Yeah. Probably in the library, because I think somebody else's room is probably the master.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you got the little sitting chairs, and easy to have a good conversation in.
I don't even know what room is what.
Is it not labeled for you here?
Nope.
So that
No,
is
there's
the library.
layer.
If you have a label, you can try moving it to map layer.
Yeah, there you go. Token layer.
Hey. Nice.
I saw a real nice map for this on Dungeon Fog.
Dungeon Fall?
Dungeon Fog.
Dungeon Fog? Okay. Could take a look at it later, see if they've got a good map for it, or maybe change it up a bit. But, so, yeah. Den. So you were on the third floor with that. Okay. So
I could get in there and check the place out, see who's in charge.
So as you are making talk and just kind of um, making your next move, whatever your plans are. You hear uh, the bar actually get um, a, like you hear a door slam above the the normal noise level, and the bar is always kind of making noise with this sound of clattering utensils and cups and with people having just general conversation, and all of a sudden there was silence coming from downstairs.
Heading downstairs at a double time.
Yep, I'm actually going to pick up the two smallest, so that's probably going to be right now Orin and Jasper, and grab them and run down the stairs with them. One on each shoulder.
Don't hit your head.
I'll
Oh.
make my own way down. But get off of me!
Oh, my. This is a little bit more rapid than I'm used to.
So when you get downstairs, you see like 12 city guard of low rank, and the gnome that captain that you had dealt with earlier, and the bar patrons that you have are just kind of silently staring at all of these as they are posting a note on the door that these premises are closed pending an investigation.
What's the meaning of all this? Why are you doing this to us?
We have it on good authority that you are running a thieves guild from out of here.
What? There's no thieves guild. If there was a thieves guild, why would we have a bar full of holy men? And I just gesture back to the amen.
Yeah. Yep. So you point them out, and well, that's why it's pending an investigation. We have he produces an envelope full of uh, cooked books, if you will.
Considering, good sir, that we haven't been in business long enough to have books, that makes them highly suspicious.
Yeah, we opened this morning.
He looks down at the books. This says you've been open for a week.
Nope. I'm sure if you get in touch with the guilds that did the work on the premises, they could corroborate that we haven't been open that long.
Perhaps perhaps I've made a misjudgment.
We're sure that you're just doing the best you can for the city and looking out for the citizens.
Yeah, he looks back at the books, and all the information. He kind of hands the books over. Yeah, everybody in the bar corroborates your story that you literally have been. This is your first day opening. So he definitely believes you. So he lets you look at the books. For information. Whoever did it does know a great deal about your inner workings, and just kind of has done a good job at least estimating what your book should look like, and then kind of hinting where you're uh, embezzling some funds in order to operate this thieves guild.
How can we embezzle from ourselves?
Not really embezzle. It's basically like what do you call that?
Money laundering.
Yeah, that.
We don't have any money.
It's like we don't have any money to launder.
We just spent it all repairing this damn place. And you should know this place has been a shithole for for a long time. I don't
Volo
know how
owned it
long.
after all.
Look, and plus, you know we're good people. We bring problems to you. We don't. Well, we bring solved problems to you, not open-ended ones.
It's clear that somebody doesn't like the competition.
Speaking of solved problems, we should really make our way back to Blackstaff Tower. Oh, Blackstaff, right? What was the...
Yeah, that's the mage people.
Yeah.
So he kind of whispers to one of his lieutenants, like, hey, where did you get these books? Quite obviously, we need to investigate. Who's making these false claims and wasting our time? Because it's making me look foolish.
And I would actually use a message on him saying that we have some idea who it might be, but we don't have any concrete evidence yet. We can find you at some later time to give you all the information that we've gotten so far.
Also, while that's happening, I kind of want to, uh, on the sly, uh, give Poppy a nudge to have Poppy ask me a question in my mind using awakened mind, so that I can then ask Poppy if they still have the the forged notice from this morning.
Yeah, actually, I think Jasper has the notice.
Nope.
Okay, Jasper has the notice.
I never touched it, but okay.
Well, I mean, maybe looking it over for forgery. Poppy at least shared it with your expertise.
Gotcha.
As I throw a wink at you.
I don't have expertise in that, but okay.
Well, no. Like your.
Because you're a criminal.
Yeah, exactly. Poppy suspects, it also would have probably showed it to Lily, just because one of you.
Upstanding citizen.
Yeah, one of you are at least a little shady. I mean, Poppy would have handed it to Krusk, but Krusk isn't in this campaign. Going,
Yeah,
hey.
because I'm trying to remember who rolled the check that discovered it.
I
So
had no check, but I figured because Poppy's not here that just give it to the next best.
Oh, you mean the check of who found it was a forgery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember
the
who did
one
that.
that had discovered that it had been the original official message had been washed away, and then the forgery had been. Was that Poppy, Lily, or Jasper?
What would the what's it called? What would the check be?
Probably investigation.
Yeah. I don't see that far back to be able to tell. But it's the same way it's same method as what they call for washing checks.
I have the observant feat, and that gives me a bonus to investigation intelligence checks.
Okay. Yeah. So pretty much any of you could. Bert sounds like they would auto pass that check, but it's the same idea of kind of like washing checks or basic forgery. Is what they did. So it's not like a terribly hard thing to do. They just took an official notice and soaked the words off and made it official.
So we show that to his gnomish.
Is gnomishness? Okay. Um, hmm. Uh, he takes a looks at it. Says, sorry for wasting your all's time with this. Um, I'm gonna get to the bottom to see who would send such a thing. And you there. He points to Lily. You said something to the effect of you have an inkling on who it might be.
Uh, Not me specifically, but more so Poppy points towards. Uh, points towards Poppy.
Yeah, Poppy shares that the establishment just down the street.
I would assume Poppy would try to keep that as secret as possible, so that no, that the fact that Poppy Poppy transformed into a rat is not known.
Yeah, Poppy just kind of like they have an idea that it's probably the local establishment, nearby. It doesn't really like tell them how he got the information or whatnot.
Okay, okay.
And you see him. Yeah, them. Yeah, like I said, sorry to have wasted your time. We've had some run-ins with that group over there. Um, he gives you um, the name of two local guards. Um,
By local, he means guards that patrol the specific area.
yeah, yep,
Okay.
yep. Um, yep. Uh, yep. Okay. And no, no. Actually, he doesn't give you the name of two local guards, but he says that a few other guilds and establishments in the area have had some trouble with him. The plumbers and the sellers guild um, have um, have a beef with him, as well as the roofers and placers guild have some issues. Figure
So those,
if you ask around, and you can probably find a way.
So those would be
Oh.
guilds that we're familiar with, since we probably hired some.
Yeah, you definitely would have hired
Roofer.
the roofers and the plasters, as well as
Um,
the Sellers
Lumber.
Guild. You're a member of, Bert, I believe.
Yeah, I'm a dwarven crafter, so
Yeah, so you're a member of, and so you'd be able to get a bit more information, as well as the Plumbers Guild. Um, yeah. So with that information, he just he's going to leave it up just to business rivalry, and uh, he takes the sign down, doesn't close you, and just tells you that I'll have somebody keep an eye on the situation. If it gets to if it comes to blows, let us know. We'll be there.
Will do.
And uh, they they leave. You do overhear of should we try to figure out who forged the paper to see if we can find and arrest them for impersonating um, unofficial, but they leave without much further hiccup, and your bar is back to drinking and clattering and playing games. And what would you like to do now?
Well,
and
guys, I think I got a little shopping to do.
hang on just a second, Jasper. Let's have a talk with our halfling imp.
Let me do my shopping first. I think they'll probably be a little bit more talkative with some silver around.
I get what you're saying.
That would be very, very prudent, yes.
Okay.
Anvil's going to take a seat, and he's going to start keeping an eye on things. Both are halflings. Do they both work in the kitchen? Is that
Yep.
Anvil's going to go sit in the kitchen?
Joe is gonna grab Poppy and beg Poppy to help her
Yosna?
find. Yeah, Yosna. Figure by now everybody's calling Yosna or Longshanks. They're still.
I think that it might be of value if you did a room by room search. There's a reasonably good possibility your furry friends are still here somewhere.
That's what I was thinking. Poppy, do you mind using your speak with animals? Because, well, you can speak with animals and maybe you can hear them yelling better than you can hear them. Because Joe doesn't really understand how it works. Just knows that occasionally Poppy talks to.
Poppy says that they'll help you look, and they'll go room to room. So Poppy
I
and you
wanna.
set off.
I want to go and get 2 silver daggers.
All right.
For my shopping.
Yep. 2 silver daggers, 75 gold each.
What?
Take it. It's cheaper than the player's handbook.
Yes, it is.
Jeez.
They're supposed to be 100 gold each, and I chopped them down by 25 each.
All right.
I'm like, that's expensive. Let me give you a discount. You bought them from a second-hand antique shop. I mean,
Lisa, the player, thinks more likely that Jasper went in, saw them, erased the one from in front of that, and handed it to the Mr. Magoo.
yo. All right. So what is everybody else doing? While Jasper is spending about 25 minutes finding some daggers.
On the hunt for kitty.
Yep, it takes you about an hour to find the kitties. They're in the last place you look.
Well, yeah. I mean, why would I look more if I found?
They're literally in the furthest room of this entire complex. Eventually, you work your way up to the 4th floor, and the attic is actually physically barred with like a rod and a lock, and you can hear them mewing and scratching at the attic trapdoor. Mew, mew.
Occasionally you hear the deep meow.
I'm coming, Snowball. And the string of other names that I still need to go back a couple episodes and and I'll just rip the bar off.
It takes you some time, and it was on there pretty good, but you're able to do some minor structural damage and remove the bar off in your desperation to get to the kitties. The door might not close the right again, but at least not without some repair. But the kitties are free! Whoever locked them in there, though, was nice enough to give them food and water. They just wanted them out of the way.
Poppy, talk to them so they can tell you who did this to them. Tell Mama.
The cats actually, Poppy shares that it was 3 people who helped get all the cats up here. 2 of your common servers and 1 of your cooks.
Show them to me.
And Poppy relays that information, and kind of Snowball starts running down the 3 flights of stairs to point out who.
So I'm back with my implements.
Yes, you are.
And you just see an angry half orc following a white fuzzball and each time she starts like winding around the legs of somebody, I just grab them by the cuff of the neck and I'm hauling them off towards either the kitchen or the main office.
So the snowball rubs up against the legs of two humans, and then on Fanlos the cook.
And they'll look at the cook and say, "Lad, I think you're in a bit of trouble.
What's the meaning of this?
You're working for the competition, lad. We don't handle that sort of.
My cats in a attic.
And you hurt the kitties.
Are you going to take the word of a cat?
Yes.
Yep.
I-
Better than the word of a rat.
Ooh.
That
Ooh.
was
That was good.
And
Give
I'm just
yourself a
gonna-
point
I'm
of
just gonna
inspiration.
I'm just gonna start coming out and just twirling around the silver daggers.
Uh, uh, and the two humans are like, "Why are we here?"
Did you help them, lads?
Yeah.
Joe just turns to look at them and glares. There's fire in her eyes. It's just starting to.
He told me that we needed to take the cats up and put them somewhere safe so they didn't get in the way of the kitchen and get you guys fined.
He who?
Points to Fanlos.
Do they seem to be telling the truth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah, we're told that to grab the cats on your orders.
I'll just come up to them and put my arms around their waists. Well,
He looks at you like with that, like, what are you doing? I didn't
That's
sign
the
on for
case.
this.
And I'm just gonna start walking them out. You never saw him. And just walk them out of the room.
Okay.
Your arm would be around their shoulders, but you're a bit short.
No, yeah, that's why I said waist.
That makes much more sense than, like that, hey, I love you, come here. It's like, I didn't sign up for this.
I kind of figured you'd misunderstand him.
Yeah, no, so, although one of them is really uncomfortable with the, come on, come here, you never saw anything, that guiding them out.
Let me go ahead and give them an intimidation.
I don't think you need it, to be honest.
Okay. Good.
At this moment, you might need an intimidation for them to stay. I think they might quit on the spot. Like, which they're easy to replace. They're just commoners. They're like, this is just a bit too weird. One stays, one leaves, one quits.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you still have 10 servers. Just, you hire another one in the next day. The other one's like, yep, I didn't see a damn thing. I just know to ask from now on. If somebody tells me to do something that I think is a little weird, I'll make sure I ask.
What was this halfling's name? Thode?
Panlos.
Danlos. Okay.
Panlos.
Oh my god.
Panlos the rat.
My idea for going for a Pact of the Chain familiar to manage to watch over this tavern will be fucking like 9,000 IQ in the future. Oh, that'll be fun.
So, Danlos. What's going on, man? What you been up to?
We take him away, right? Like to like the managing room or like downstairs.
The basement,
Yeah. Someplace quiet.
where they won't hear him scream.
I mean, if he refuses, I can just suggest him strongly to go down.
So yeah. By the way, for that rat comment, Mike, give yourself a inspiration dice to use for later.
Oh, the second you said, I already put it on.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because that was bloody brilliant. It's like yes. Um,
If he's not feeling very truthful, I can just suggest him to spill everything.
He doesn't want to go down at all. Like he's like no.
Yosna? He seems to be having trouble.
Oh, you're having trouble walking? Grab him by the cuff of the neck, accidentally bump his head against the ceiling. Not too terribly hard, but picking him up by the scruff of his neck, and I accidentally bump his head on the ceiling.
I mean,
not enough to do any real damage.
I
and then go,
mean,
let me help you.
he can't be that high of a level. I can just put him to sleep.
I'm thinking you should keep that in your pants, lad.
So, like, he's like, look. You know, I tell you what. I will spill all 50 gold.
I say we kill him.
I'm already out 150 buying these daggers.
25?
Bonk his head again.
10?
Just gonna start running one up, like, that. Just kind of running the blade up against the edge of his skin.
5 gold.
Yeah, sounds good for me.
I still say we kill him.
Yeah, 5 gold.
How about free? How about maybe we let you live and you can tell us?
Fair. Let you live, he says fair.
So, who put you up to this?
So my boss, Emmerich, he hired us shard shunners to shut you down.
And why is that?
Well, to be honest, Emmerich's an idiot.
You don't say.
He tried to buy this particular place when it came up for sale, and Volo beat him to the punch. Offered a bit more, and Emmerich had most of his money poorly invested and bought a bar actually in worse shape down the street. And
Wait, there was a place in worse shape than this place was?
Yeah,
My thoughts
Asking.
exactly.
Like, yeah, real shithole.
I feel sorry for your boss. Damn. I mean, not really, but
Well, they do say that a fool and his gold is soon parted.
Yeah, so he bought this old butcher shop and it turned it into a tavern, and you can still smell the rotting meat from the basement while in the tavern.
How many goblin customers does he get?
Actually, now that you mention it, it's mostly of the rat variety. Like myself. We don't seem to mind the smell too much. It smells like but anyway, so he figured instead of spending the money on advertising and whatnot, he would try to get you guys shut down so he could be the best bar and tavern in the Northern Ward, and maybe eventually buy you guys out after he put you out of business.
What can you tell me about your boss? How does he like to spend his nights?
I know that they he mostly just stays at the bar and just drinking and partying and a little bit of money making activities here and there. He's pissed off almost everybody around here, and well, that's why we work for him for gold and not just out of loyalty.
Okay.
Well, to be quite frank, it doesn't seem like you have much loyalty at all.
Hey, Death.
He
Death.
ain't paying you enough for that, huh?
Yeah, no, yeah, I might not give up my brother for in the case of Death, but I'll definitely give away a stupid human.
Is he just a stupid human?
Yes. It's my friends and whatnot that he's hired, that just to give him it's money. So Jasper,
Yeah.
do you remember way back when I told you who the shard shunners are?
Not really.
Okay.
Just that it's a guild of were-rats, I
They
think.
they are. They also are aligned with Xandathar's forces.
Okay.
Just wanted to throw that at you. They're loosely aligned. Like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. But if you threaten us with death, we'll back down. So yeah, he's backing down. So can I leave? I can point you out where he's at.
Why don't you tell me? Let me know where he sleeps and who with.
Do you have any other co-workers who are working for us?
No, but there are a couple of other coworkers who are working on his behalf. Uh, there's there's 4 more of us that I know of. Um, they may be either with him or trying to look for a way to work here. Um,
Perhaps you could give us their names so we know to properly vet them.
will not kill me or them. Looks at Jasper
Just gonna
dead
kind of look to.
at
I'm
Jasper
just
dead in
gonna
the
kind of
face.
look over to Jasper.
What would you do if I came and tried to ruin your life?
I might defend myself, and if it gets too bad where I might look like I die, I'd leave. It's not worth losing my life over. I can always pick up and start again.
And how close are you to these other folks?
Their family?
Yeah, but is there one that's just a little bit less family?
Brian.
You could go without a Brian, couldn't you?
Yeah, Brian slept with my sister. My
How
real
about we
sister.
get rid of Brian and you help get rid of Emmerich? And you get to live this way.
As long can you not kill Brian? Just
Oh
make
no, he'll just spend some time in the, I don't know, whatever the guards do with people.
I can live with that.
Okay, give us a moment here. And I'll gesture towards the rest of the group to come to the other end of the place with me. Guys, I got an idea.
Yeah.
What if we make it look like Brian attacked our cook?
That would give the guards an edge.
Uh-huh. And it would keep us clean.
Even if it didn't keep us clean, I could always clean us up.
Not that
Oh,
type of clean.
wait. My apologies.
I like it.
Look over to Anvil. Does that work for you?
Personally, I think you ought to make it Brian disguise. Go kill the human and let the guards sort it out.
Well, why would he kill his own boss?
He's a mercenary. Money.
I mean, yeah, I'd love to kill him, but
I don't know about you folks. You ought to kill more shit. Fine.
That's what we get if we kill someone in town. Again. A fine.
no, usually they kill you.
Oh.
Only if you get caught. I mean,
My point exactly. All this sneaking around and investigating and lying. It's so much easier just to hit him with a hammer.
I haven't lied. Not yet.
I noticed you say yet. It's a good thing I'm not truth telling you. So you're going to set Brian up to make it look like he attacked Panlos, and then
Hopefully get it pinned on the big boss.
so the big boss told Brian to attack Panlos. Is that
Yeah.
a simple truth spell will tear that all the heck?
Joe looks a little confused. So Joe's gonna say, maybe I shouldn't be part of the plan making process.
I mean, if we were to kill him, how would you suggest going about it, Anvil?
I'd probably end up getting us arrested, but I'd go through the front door with a hammer.
Okay, so that plan's out. Okay, so I can make myself look like Brian. If I see him, I can probably make myself look like Brian. At least close enough that if somebody's not, staring directly at me. And then, maybe I can let a guard see me and I can run away and drop a little note from Emmerich along the way.
Honestly, if
Go.
there's a chance that he put any of his stuff in writing, if we could steal that and let the guards have that, we get enough evidence to close him.
You might be able to get in there if you want.
Or even if old Panmo's here and his compatriots, nah, they won't turn him over to the guard. They don't want him to be. But maybe if old Brian, on the other hand, no, poor Brian. We promised not to kill Brian, right?
That's
No, Brian's the one we can kill.
no.
Alright.
He didn't want you to kill Brian either. He just wanted you to make his life difficult.
That's
Like break his legs. He's okay with that. Putting him in the brig. He's okay with that. He's probably even okay with you, covering him in jelly and throwing him out into the woods waiting for a hungry owl bear. At least it gives him a fighting chance. So as you guys are kind of just
We're keeping an eye on old Panmos.
you guys are in the basement still, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear a knock at the basement door.
Who's there?
Empty. Or M.
And empty who?
Empty glass.
And will open the door.
You see the Tabaxi. Just standing there. A couple of gents stopped by. Said they want to talk business with you.
What type of gents?
Couple of dwarfs actually.
I guess some volunteered, eh?
Stay down here and keep an eye on our friend.
If we're going to talk business, Lily's got to be involved.
You come up stairs. Who's heading up for the conversation? Just Bert or more?
I'm gonna keep an eye on our
On your friend?
Lily's
Right.
got to come along, right?
Here you go, Yosna. Take this in case he squirms too much. And I'll hand her one of the silver daggers.
Okay. As you walk up, you see a group of four dwarves, one of them with his hand kind of like crossed over in that grumpy look, just kind of looking at all at the construction work of your establishment, nodding here and there. And
Okay.
then he notices you and kind of puts his hands down.
What can we do for you, lads?
Is there a place that we can talk? Away from.
We get an office, right?
You've been using the study as your office, as I air quote it. There's also
A library.
it's the study / library. So
We'll take him up there again.
Yeah, I like what we've done to the place. You do recognize them from some of the guild uh, masters that you've hired to do some of the contracting work. Ah,
Very professional work. We're very happy with.
good, good, good. So we've heard you've been having some trouble with Emmerich.
It seems the lad is a little unhappy about the competition.
Yeah. Yeah, one of them. Tell me about it. That cheapskate did his own roofing repair without consulting us first. Stiffed us out of the money. Did a shoddy job on top of it. Looks poorly on me. The other dwarf looks at that. You done? Well, so as we were saying, we've heard that you've had some trouble, and we're kind of having trouble with him as well. Besides that, and one of the other dwarfs says, "Yeah, he compared my beard size to the to barnacles on a ship. Filthy bastard."
He needs a thrashing for that.
So, the reason why I'm here is he's roughing people up, or for the local residents and whatnot. Um,
Tell me about it.
trying to get enough people to vouch that your presence here is a stain on the community. It's trying to get signatures and whatnot. That way, um, they can kind of get you kicked out of here. And if people refuse, they get hurt really bad. I,
In other words, he's guilty of harming the populace.
yeah, we've kind of gone to the authorities in a way to let them know, but they've come back that nobody's willing to. Um,
Testify?
yeah. So tonight we're willing to provide a service. We're pretty tight with the community here. Um, I figured maybe you can give them a very stern talking to as we throw a great big party around the neighborhood. You know, enough to bring the city watch to us, but make sure that they don't know what's going on either.
How much money have we got in our slush fund?
Well, they're paying for the party. It's
We're more like bringing the people, and we're bringing for the booze. So technically, we are paying for the party. Nobody's really paying for it, though. It's coming out of our profit. But we'll throw a great
Well,
big block party, alcohol, booze, drunk people everywhere. It'll be a fun night.
Out of character, we have 220 gold total as the backup for if we have.
well, I'm thinking we ought to contribute a couple of kegs, get to know our neighbors, and let our neighbors know that if they're threatened or hurt, we'll take care of them. If they're threatened, they can come to us and we'll defend. That way, we might get somebody willing to testify. And while we're making friends with the neighbors, maybe a couple of our appropriately skilled companions might find a way to have a talk with our competitor.
Yeah. So from what we found out, he's using a couple of people to do his dirty work. And he gives you Danica Fiddlewick, Kelso Fiddlewick, Dasher, and Brian Hilltopple. Those are the ones that we have seen roughing up the local community and trying to get them to go against you because your presence here is getting them beaten up. So they're trying to give you ill reputation that way. Basically, doing the beatings in your name.
I can hand out my own beatings. I don't need that. Jasper lad, what do you think?
I'm downstairs.
Oh, you're still downstairs?
Yeah, I'm in the basement.
Oh, I thought you just gave
I-
Wilson one of the daggers and came up.
No,
That's
I
what
gave
I
her one of
thought
the daggers
too.
and stayed down.
Okay,
Oh.
Okay.
I think we all
Two
misunderstood that.
Two attacks, 2 opportunity attacks are better than 1.
Well, lads, I think you got a good idea. We'll contribute a couple of kegs, and we'll talk to our neighbors, and maybe you've talked to the competition at the same, knowing that you won't be able to avoid a free pot.
Yeah, no, not many people will be able to divulge a free party. Um, One of the dwarves there says that he'll definitely match a keg for a keg. Um, uh, the one who seems to be more in charge stands up and offers you a sturdy handshake. Anvil.
I will return the handshake. And
He does say, with all this going on, you might want to see uh, Elcoria Stone Marrow at some point.
Oh,
Elcoria Stone Marrow. You might want to see her at some point when your coffers are a little plump.
what's the last do?
Well, she never leaves home without her shield guardian, and she offers alternative protection. Because your stonework and your craftsmanship here looks sound. That would be the only thing I would add. Maybe make this room safe from prying, and make your tavern safe from unwanted visitors. But thank you for your time, and we'll see you tonight.
Hi, lad. Be looking forward to it.
They turn around and leave. Yep, and they head downstairs and out the door they go.
Okay, a keg is normally 40 gallons, so you're probably only talking about 7 gold for a keg. so we can afford to provide the alcohol without much problem. Because ales are $2 silver a gallon. Kegs are usually 40 gallons.
I don't see it. For whatever reason, they don't have it in. Okay, so they've got a barrel of cheap wine, 15 gold. Barrel of fine wine, 50 gold, but that's not right. Yeah, so using that one, it's 2 silver a gallon.
Yeah, that's what I was going with. 2 silver a gallon.
Yeah, that's the old one, but I'll take it. 2 silver a gallon's fine.
Why is there an updated one?
That's using the 3.5 information.
It's 5.0 Player's Handbook.
Is it? Because I don't have that in front of me.
I do.
Okay. I should actually get my player's handbook and put it in front of me. It's the same prices in there?
Well, I'm using Beyond, so.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so yeah, I'm okay with that. That sounds normal. I was using the 3.5 information for the thing saying 8 pounds for 2 silver as a gallon. So, and
wine is 2 silver for a common wine's 2 silver a pitcher. So
yeah,
pitcher of wine's smaller than a gallon of ale, I'm sure.
by about half. So if you're doing wine, you would need to double it.
Yeah, we're doing ale. Come on.
Yeah,
We're dwarves.
they're dwarves. All right, so the dwarves leave, and you still have your prisoner downstairs. I'm assuming you head down there.
Yep.
Okay.
I think we invite, just me here, I think we invite Panlos's friends to the party. Not that they won't show up anyway. So we get downstairs and we'll tell them what's going to happen about the block party.
All right.
Ooh, we're gonna have a party? Yeah, let's
A get to know your neighbors sort of party.
Yeah.
a grand opening.
Sure.
Yosna picks up Snowball and goes, "We're gonna get our grand opening. We're gonna get our grand opening." And it's just swinging around in circles, all super happy about the party, completely forgetting why we're actually.
Wow. Helicopter cat.
At this point, though, Snowball is probably used to that because every time Joe gets excited around Snowball, Snowball gets picked up and swung around.
Just don't use me as an improvised weapon.
No, never.
You up to date, Jasper, on what's going to happen?
Yeah, we're having a party.
We figured it might provide us an opportunity to make friends with the neighbors and give us an opportunity to make acquaintances with another neighbor.
Yeah, it also probably thin out their establishment a little bit of people. I could get in and look for some some of that paperwork we were talking about.
Good possibility, since the beer is free. Anvil's going to look at Pamos. I assume free beer isn't it? Yeah, it does, Lisa.
How many are we? Because I'm gonna update them.
Well, we're going to get matching kegs from one of the dwarves. I don't know exactly how big of the neighborhood is, but you know, I figure we're going to need to buy 4 kegs. Jasper, do you know anyone who might be willing to provide entertainment? Not that
It's
I'm.
not really my strong suit.
You seem like the sort that would have a contact everywhere.
Yeah. Nah. I mean, I just hang out around the bars, really. More around the card tables. I'm not as much for the entertaining.
Hey, does our cooler, empty glass, maybe have a contact where he could get in touch with a minstrel to provide?
Yeah, he says that he knows a few that minstrels here and there. I'll see what I can do on short notice.
The beer is free. Plus, we pay. Because I know usually minstrels go in the bar hoping to get tips. We're going to guarantee them an in.
All right, we can use our what do you call it? Our patio or our second floor deck as a stage.
Yep.
So they can play above everybody. Yeah, I'll set that up. He says.
Thank you, lad. In the meantime, what are we going to do with our friend here? He gives Panos a look.
I said I won't cause any trouble, but I'm invited for for free beer.
Is he being truthful about that not causing trouble bullshit?
Yeah,
Okay.
from what you can tell, not wanting to die is a powerful motivator.
You know, how does one go about how'd you, hear about this job?
This job, the one
Yeah,
that I was supposed to do with the um
with ruining our bar.
um well, Emmerich has decided to contact uh our guild, and we were hired out freelance.
Are you all halflings?
Yeah.
Um, would I be able, like, during the day, craft a halfling disguise? Over a few hours?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to go ahead and get a
different, kind of a little bit shabby halfling
Okay.
disguise going.
Um, so while he's doing the disguise, what are the rest of you doing?
So, other character, we don't let this guy go, or we're just going to keep him until the party.
I say we just let him work.
Yeah, I'll. Joe and the cats will patrol the kitchen to make sure he doesn't go anywhere and doesn't do anything funny with the food. She is still royally pissed at him for locking up.
I don't know.
So what are you guys doing? Should let him cook.
I'm helping set up for the party.
All right. You guys letting him get back to his work?
Yeah,
I mean, you know,
he's got Joe watching over him, and he seemed truthful about not causing us trouble.
So you let him go.
Besides, if he gets out of hand, Yasna's going to stick the kiddies on him.
Penlos is
Joe just grins at them.
So you guys are having a party.
Before the party starts and after the disguise is ready,
Yep.
I do want to kind of try to get introduced to Emmerich to be put on the job type deal.
Okay. So that's what you're looking for. So kind of midway, like doing prep for food and whatnot. Penlos.
No food.
No food?
We're not providing food because we don't trust the cook. It's free beer.
Yeah, it's free beer, but pay for food, right? So he's thinking, you know, it's basically back to job as usual. So doing the nightly prep for whatever you guys normally cook is at least his thought process.
So we
Although he does say that you guys could, you know, because it's a block party outside, you guys could offer like hors d'oeuvres, kind of quick food, low price.
rat on a stick.
Yeah, that kind. I see what you did there. Like hors d'oeuvres and whatnot for the party. Asks if that's something that you want to set up for in here, kind of like buffet style. That way, people can come in and at least see the establishment.
Are we going to trust this guy enough to do that?
He asks, and it's totally up to you.
I know. That's why I was asking.
Yep.
Yeah, he seems like he's not going
Well,
to cause any more trouble. If he does, we can put a more permanent solution in place.
indeed.
He won't do anything funny, right? And I crack my knuckles and then place my hand on. Sorry, Moonglow.
Yep. Mercer is like, anything I should know? While doing some, you know, cut prep and whatnot. You guys seemed a bit hostile to Panlos.
His dishes weren't up to snuff.
No, we should tell the others the truth.
Yosna, No.
So are we going with Penlow's plan? He's guys, just has the knife in his hand, working, and just kind of points with it at Penlow's.
I'm not quite sure. His style of cooking seems a little ratty, wouldn't you say?
Well, we can put him out serving then, I guess.
That would be.
I'm out there.
Now let's
We
take
could
a
always
risk.
We could always have Hubert keep an eye on him.
I don't know. Clicky bird kind of makes me nervous.
Penlow's does agree to make an introduction to Emmerich for you. By the way.
Cool.
He tells you the kind of like the plan that he's going to that he fulfilled the contract. He did what he was supposed to do. It didn't work. Pay me.
Kind of, we had a server leave, and this guy, if you need more work, I'm willing to do some jobs type deal. That's what we would have discussed beforehand.
Yeah, no. Penlos is saying that he did his job, did what he was supposed to do to Emmerich, and is quitting. But because I'm quitting, I know this guy's trustworthy. And will help you out. So here is whatever your fake name you want to use. In my stead, can I get paid my 50 gold and I'm out. That's what he discusses with you.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take a break and change out my spell?
Yeah, sure. You can change out your spells. I mean, I'm okay with that.
I just want to add one first level and get rid of one first.
Okay.
Detect disease and poison.
Okay. Are you okay with that, Jesper?
Yeah. And I'll kind of get a look at the layout of Emmerich's place, like access to upstairs, who's around, maybe have him point out Brian to me if Brian's there.
Okay.
And while they're doing that and they're planning the thing,
yep.
I'm going to be out in the neighborhood, making sure people get invited.
Oh, you see this small troop of dwarves and humans. They all look like they're from Craftsman Guild, literally just handing out flyers door to door for local block party. And they've got it sponsored by Trollskull Manor, so they've actually got your advertising on it.
Well, I'm taking it a step. I mean, I'm not advertising. I'm actually, when there's somebody walking the street, I'll go up and introduce myself and personally invite them.
Oh, I heard about that. A couple of the local crafting guilds spoke very highly of your establishment, and we'll be there tonight. Thank you.
We want you to know that we're going to be good neighbors, and if you have issues, we're going to be there for you.
Cool.
All right.
Like a good neighbor, Trollskull is there.
So,
Wow.
I can't believe nobody else thought of that.
So
I just wasn't going to go there.
that was great, man. That was great. Give yourself an inspiration dice. We're handed out 2 for so far today. So, you see Emmerich actually setting up a table outside as well. You you definitely notice this, Jasper, as you're being walked into to the establishment. You were there. No, you weren't there for that, were you?
Nope. I've never been in this place.
No, I was gonna say for the water bar, the one by the docks, the first bar they went into, how it was kind of just little cramped, and the glass was broken, and the sign was partially tilted.
A lot of
Uh, this place is almost as bad, but in different ways. The first thing you walk in, you get the scent of copper in your nose.
Okay.
And maybe a bit of iron also, as a scent, kind of earthy. A couple of the tables look like they definitely need to be restained. You can see like glass rings wearing their way into the tabletops. You can kind of see the bar tap owner, spitting into the glass to clean it.
Uh-huh.
As he's wiping it out. How you doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
And Panlos, yeah, I'm here for my portion of the job's done. I did everything you asked. So I'd like to get paid and move on to other work. Not here though, of course, for the other work. I found other employment elsewhere. Oh, by the way, this is
Brimlup.
This is Brimlip. He's looking for work. Oh, great. Well, I'm with this bar party. We want to make what do you call it? An establishment for the block party as well. We want a little presence there. Can you start tonight?
If I can get paid, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's.
don't work for free, of course.
Oh, yeah. Well, just because of how busy we're going to be, we'll pay you gold a night. So, does that sound fair?
That sounds pretty good, actually. Beats honest work, that's for sure.
And then we'll discuss other arrangements later. And he hands Panlos a small sack of gold. Here you go. You
Wait,
just
is
kind
that
of,
a sack?
yeah,
Am
small.
I getting shorted here?
Well, it depends on the risk and difficulty. He had a very specific job, and tonight we just need bodies. If the work gets more intense, we'll pay you more.
What do you mean by bodies? Are we leaving them cold?
So you're looking for that kind of work?
I mean, it pays a lot better.
He leans over to you, whispers real quiet. What would you be willing to do for 25 gold?
think this is a conversation we should have in a more private place.
There's
You got a
almost
back room or?
there's almost nobody here. Like, I mean, by almost nobody here, there's nobody here except for him.
Oh, there's absolutely nobody there.
There's absolutely nobody there. His bar is dead. There's nobody at least visible in the room.
Yeah, still, you got a back room. I don't like to have these talks out in the open, just in case somebody walks in.
That's why we're whispering, and I got my eye on the door. If anybody comes in, I can change the subject to tonight's plans easy enough.
All right. 25 gold.
Would you be willing to kick over a table or two?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Can you do it discreet?
Well, I mean, I walk under most tables. They don't really build them for us.
True. Well, they're going to be serving alcohol at the establishment out of the way, and they're driving me out of business, and I'm already on thin ice as it is. If you could maybe knock over their alcohol, so they'd have to come over to here to actually quench their thirst. When there's no alcohol to be served, they'll come to me, and I'll make a killing tonight.
Yeah, that could work. That could work.
All right. So yeah, instead of having you bust the table tonight, we'll have you do that.
Sounds good.
And he kind of let's shake on it.
I'll reach out,
Okay.
shake.
All right. Now he's obviously a human. Like, he's not a halfling. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice doing business with you.
Yeah, we'll see. Just have it ready for me tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll have the gold ready. Once I'll see the table drop over, and I'll know you've done your job.
And I'll head on out and in a roundabout way, like out of Trollskull Alley, and ditch the disguise, and then start to head back.
Okay. So the preparations come in. Anvil, you're still in the tap room.
Actually, I'm in the tap room and outside.
Okay. Kind of back and forth.
We're setting kegs up.
Okay.
You know what I mean when I say crosses?
I don't.
Basically, it's two X's made out of wood, and you set the keg in it to
Yep.
hold the keg on
Yep.
its side.
I've seen those.
And we're tapping the kegs outside as well as inside. That way, people can walk up and get a mug.
Okay.
So they don't feel they have to come into the tavern.
Okay. So you see about 7 different groups of minstrels. Some are actually like a full ensemble, and then you get a total of 10, probably far more than you need for the night.
We'll set them up spaced around the whole neighborhood, so we can keep them all,
Okay.
and that hopefully forge a relationship with them because we hired them, and like I said, make it a whole, not just a Trollskull thing, a neighborhood thing.
Yeah.
None of them near his bar though.
None of them near his bar. That's perfectly fine.
except for the one that can't sing well.
You see, there's more tables out there than you've set up, but you see little signs and stickers because of the way that they've organized it. Table provided by the Bent Nail for your woodcrafting needs. See them.
Oh, the crafters are setting up tables.
Yeah, the crafters are setting up tables for all of the local Trollskull businesses for the neighborhood. So the Bent Nail is actually the one providing the tables to set up your X's on, and providing a lot of that type of material just for advertising. The crafters have made this a huge thing for you, and they're like, we've been inviting everybody. Corleone's Crown, you see them setting up a tent where they've got a couple of rain catchers, and they're serving, looks like they're serving water. And you can see a couple of first aid kits. If anybody just gets hurt, they can provide first aid. And they put a little advertising sign that they sell potions and vials. I see the shop, Corleone's Crown. And you see Steam and Steel kind of setting up their a little booth for themselves, where they sell metalworked mugs, and they kind of approach and ask if you guys want metal mugs for your glasses and whatnot. So yeah, it becomes this huge just block party thing where everybody's just setting up their own. There's probably ends up being, I'm thinking for you guys, 2 tables for your alcohol that you have set outside, and whatever you have for set up inside. And then all these other tables, and then the music. There's chairs set up. It's just this huge event. All right.
I'm going to grab Lily. Where are you, Lily?
Hmm.
We need to go around and talk to all the guys at the tables and introduce ourselves. Thank them for being here and stuff like that.
Yay. Social interactions.
Shake hands, smile, flirt, whatever it takes.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll me a what do you call that?
A dice?
Yeah, charisma. I'm thinking. Would it be a charisma check?
Performance?
It's not really performance.
Well, for Lily, it might be.
Let's see. I'm just trying to see if it.
Investigation, perception, persuasion, performance. I mean, what can you really do other than performance?
Standard charisma check with proficient.
Let's just do. Actually,
Honestly, that would be better than my performance.
I like persuasion. And it
Correct.
added persuasion just for them to like you, not to convince them of. I'm gonna let you do charisma as a persuasion check. Just.
Oh, the persuasion is a charisma.
Yeah, at advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's for the night. So your interactions, you're not too socially awkward.
Damn, I rolled bad.
I know at a +8. That's okay.
You're like, wait, what? You rolled bad? Oh, that's a +8. Yeah.
Oh
shit.
yeah, I know. I saw what you rolled. I was looking at it, going, "All right."
Anvil's not trying to persuade anybody. He's
No,
just actually being friendly.
yeah, I was just having it more of not really persuasion in the way that it's normally perceived. It's more of the you're trying
How
to be.
they persuade.
Business type.
It's like, how are they persuaded by your presence? Kind of on that the old changing their attitudes towards you.
Make a friendship check.
That's pretty much what it is. It's that are they hostile? Are they unfriendly? Are they neutral, friendly, or that whole scale? It's a really old table that I still use, and I think persuasion's the only thing that comes close to that table.
Where's my bardic inspiration for myself when I need it?
Right.
Couple more left.
So the music starts playing, the drinks start flowing. You do start seeing the halfling. Panelos does.
I want to be out at first without disguise.
Okay.
Oh god, I just realized how many pockets you might pick.
I said I'm out of disguise.
I know. But for the other part.
So you do start. Panelist is he's kind of just helping at the runner because there's not a lot of work to do in the kitchen at this point. Points out who's ever is next to the alcohol container. He points out Brian.
Okay.
Just kind of over there, the halfling by the bent nail post. They're walking around, and you kind of see him, and then you see 3 other halflings, and they're all walking together with their hands in their pocket.
And I would also find Emmerich.
Yeah, Emmerich is waiting his table.
Oh god.
He's
Emmerich
trying to
Brooker.
charge. Isn't
If Brian was at the kegs, we should have drugged one of the kegs to make and then frame it on him.
So what were you saying, Anvil?
Emmerich's trying to charge for drinks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I see all of them, I want to kind of get away from the party,
Okay.
don the halfling disguise,
Okay.
and then I want to break into Emmerich's pub.
Okay.
To look for like the paperwork and stuff, since it looks like the whole crew is not at home.
Okay.
Anvil is going to kind of keep an eye on the halfling crew.
They-
All right.
If they're talking to each other, I'm watching carefully because I
Okay.
can read.
So you would kind of read that, hey, this block party's not too bad. One of them says, too bad Emmerich paid us to ruin it, huh? That's the general gist of they don't. They're like not super excited to trash it, but
I'm going to go walk towards them.
they're actually walking towards you to grab a. Looks like heading to the beer.
I've got mugs in my hand.
Okay. Oh, service. Yeah, we'll take a mug.
I'll hand them the mugs. I'll say, "Evening, fellers."
One of them, evening, Anvil.
I hope you're enjoying the party.
Oh, it's wonderful. Do you guys set this up?
I'm thinking it wouldn't go very well if some sellers tried to make some trouble.
You're sharp there, lad, aren't you? Not denying it or anything like that,
Just making the point. My friends, they're good people.
it's just business. You know that.
You mess with me business, lad, I mess with you. I ain't threatening you. I'm promising you.
$250 gold and we'll walk away.
Walk away or you won't be able to.
I'm pretty sure we're not scared of the likes of you.
You ain't smart enough then.
Oh, we're plenty smart. But so aren't you.
Oh.
I'm figuring it out. So they tap you on the shoulder. That's a good man for catching on. But I love the alcohol. So thank you. We're gonna go and experience the rest of this festival. A lot of people here. A lot more than I expected.
My friends. I'm not sure you quite grasp the how to put this simply, the gravity of the situation. I would say, and I'll just kind of reach out and pat one, and give him a little shocking grasp.
Ouch.
Okay. Roll for initiative.
I'm not there. Have fun,
Okay.
folks.
The gnome starts trouble.
The gnome starts trouble.
As they say, shocking.
Are you sure you know what you get yourself into?
No, but I know where it's going.
All right, random battle map. So as the sound of electricity surges through the arm, they are completely caught off, unaware that fight was actually going to break down. They did not expect a fight in the middle of all of these witnesses.
I'm just gonna actually kind of also turn to Anvil and just be like, for the record, this one's gonna be on me.
Roll a sleight of hand to make to see if anybody else noticed, or a stealth. Because if nobody else noticed and they attack you out in the open, hey, it's self-defense, right?
Could I?
I say that in the message because I'm like probably looking from a little bit of a distance, but not too far.
You tell him in character to roll.
There we go.
Hey, hey, I saw that he did shocking grasp. I'm like, hey, make it look like they attack you first.
Good idea.
This is fantastic. All right, we'll.
I'm just glad I left already.
We do have an advantage here. If this happens in public, there's a pretty good chance they're not going to turn into were rat.
Yeah.
Oh
I
shit.
mean, they would probably turn into were-rat just to escape between the legs of people.
Yeah, but they might not be able to show their face again.
That's the point.
At least not be seen in the area, so
They were also going to be causing trouble, so.
alright, so I've got them 4 dropped. Go ahead and drop your tokens if you're in this particular area.
I don't have much choice, so I'm going to have to be there.
Uh-huh. You are there.
I was gonna say, is
I know,
the area
I'm
that used
sorry.
to be the crypts, technically
Yeah.
like our front porch?
Yeah, we can have that be your front porch. And they're more like right here-ish, in front of the tables. So there we go. And we'll move you shocking
Okay,
grasp
so
in 1.
where are the tables
Yep.
with the alcohol and everything?
Pretty much right like here, right near the doors.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't see any doors, but
Yeah,
sure.
well, I'm saying the front of here is the door, and then so they're right here, the tables. So it's pretty close.
Okay, so my group is like back here, so I'm
So,
gonna be
yeah.
be more like over here.
Yep.
There we go.
There
I
we
drew
go.
it.
That's the table right there. That's perfect.
Okay, so I thought we were talking 3. I thought Brian was off by himself.
No.
Did my initiative not get rolled?
Brian was serving drinks, I think, from what I heard, right?
No.
Polno or whatever.
Okay.
The Pala guy is actually not here in the list of peeps.
Who?
Um,
Thamos?
Pamos is not in these 4 were-rats. Yeah, it was a group of 4 that he decided to shock and grasp one of them. So I know that the rest of the were-rats were-rats were not expecting the combat. Were you expecting the combat there, Anvil?
Not in the least.
Okay. The rest of you go ahead and roll an initiative just to be on the board.
Hey.
Oddly enough, okay. Orin is first,
Wait, hold on, because that's tiebreaker. My dex is an 18.
Yeah, I still the way
I
that I'm
know,
gonna
I
do
know.
it is
So Orin first, because surprise.
yeah.
Hey.
Oh, well, yeah. So Lily and Joe didn't hear anything yet, and then all of a sudden Orin goes, where can't do anything. Kind of looks at Orin. Anvil's like, what the heck? What the shit just happened?
I look at Owen too. Like, what?
Where go ahead and roll damage, by the way, Orin, or the attack for the shocking grasp.
All right.
And now back to the top of the order.
Does he have advantage since they are surprised?
Yeah. 22 still
Okay,
hits.
I'll roll it again. Why not?
Get that crit.
Okay, so yeah, 22.
22 for 7.
7 damage onto the under the were-rat. Just zap. All right. So Lily and Yosna, I know you're in the bar, but you hear fight! Kind of the crowd chanting. There's now a semicircle starts to form out here of people just backing up enough to watch, but also backing up enough to block any line of sight.
So in what? In where?
So around the alley, people are just forming a large semicircle, and providing like a human barrier. Yeah, of
Okay,
just
good.
just to hide what's going on, as well as to cheer. So, Josna, you're first to go.
Give me just.
He really wasn't expecting the fight.
Neither was I.
Neither was I, but I'm loving it.
Well, they were trying
like,
to cause trouble, and
I'm like,
they
okay,
were
I got-
threatening my friend.
I'm just thinking, okay, I'm out of here. This is gonna go smoothly. What?
You get a heck of a distraction.
Yeah, you
that's
needed
right.
a
That's right,
distraction,
Yosna.
so
Oh my god, yeah, this is.
So yeah, Joe is just gonna run outside like, wait, fight without me? And I'll try to assess the situation.
Did you know you can't give a token a so I'm gonna have to do something real quick.
Wait, what?
I was trying to grant a token action to the line.
Because that's a map thing.
So we're gonna add turn.
Because that's on map layer.
Okay, so we're adding turn, and we're going to go on initiative 20.
Hey,
Okay.
if you go to map layer and transfer that line into token layer, you probably can.
That's okay. I've got the token on the line of commoner. So Yosna comes running out. You see somebody random in the crowd throw a beer mug at one of the weir rats.
oh my.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what the hell's going on?
It misses the we're gonna roll it as club, but the commoner misses the were rat.
Well, it seems that the townsfolk are on our side. Isn't that good?
Lily.
Oh god, I wish I had two. I wish I had more than one action. All right. So, seeing what just happened, and me being all like, "What the shit, Orin?" Question mark. I'm like, and seeing there's like 4 versus 4, but like there's also a crowd helping us out, and I really don't want to kill people, or attempt to kill people. So I would. Okay, I have to do it. You should really run. You should really go ahead and take your friends and run away. As a filthy rat.
All right, so you're telling the one that Orin attacked to run.
Yeah, to run away as a filthy rat.
Okay.
Worded.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
transform,
yeah.
transform, and
Next
run away
phase.
as a filthy rat.
All right. Okay. Orin.
Hmm. Well, if he's just going to simply do this, then I suppose that I will just sit here and wait. I will, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold, going to move. I need to measure something.
Oh Lord.
I am going to myself over here and just say, "Oh, hello," and I'm going to hold my action for if these 3 guys decide to like attack and not run away, they are going to get blasted with cold breath in an attempt to get them to chill out, non-lethally.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Yeah.
All right.
Role-playing wise, I would have taken one that Orin shockingly grasped.
So you hear the minstrel that's up on the balcony start playing. They yell out to
Ballroom Blitz.
yeah, something really loud. My personal preference would be let the bodies hit the floor. You know. But they just start jamming as loud as they can.
Oh no, the club music from Triple X, in the openings in the first few scenes.
Oh, you mean Firefly by Rammstein?
Yes.
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 And so with that, you actually you all get a morality boost, like a morale boost. So you have advantage on your next attack or save.
Nice.
So, and you can actually hear the other bands in the other area follow suit to pick up noise. So now it's really loud, and the were-rats are like, "What the fuck is going on?" And he flourishes a short sword attack at you, Anvil. Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
19 hits? Coming from
Yes.
this one. So you take 6 damage.
Okay.
So, Orin, you realize that they're not, at least they're not fleeing. Are you going to use your cold breath now, or are you going to wait for this
That
one to
wasn't
flee?
one of the ones. That wasn't one of the ones.
Okay, that wasn't the one.
I'm more specifically waiting for these 2 at the bottom because I don't want to trigger it and hit this guy.
And that's what I assumed
And-
with the way you worded it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to just double check.
Yep.
Anvil?
Anvil is going to yell in a threatening manner. You've been assaulting our neighbor's lad. Now you're causing trouble for us. Get you gone, or face Moradin's wrath. He's going to try an intimidation check.
Okay.
Not that I'm very good at it. Can I use strength as an intimidation check?
What would you be doing for
Hammering the hammer against the shield.
Sure. I'll. So you're just gonna like the old school gladiator, slam it against the shield a couple of times as hard as you can. Maybe even denting your shield a little bit with that mighty scream. Face
Absolutely.
Morden's wrath. Yeah, I'll totally allow that.
Anvil providing the base.
Yes.
That's right.
Drums in the deep.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
18.
Yep.
Because I had the advantage.
Yep. So they seem to be, a little bit more fearful. Yeah. What are we gonna do?
I want to see what the suggested guy does.
Hey, guys. With all of these people here, maybe getting into a fight like right now and right here, will bad for our healths. Mm, you know what?
Yes.
What you mean? You wanted to cause a disturbance, right?
You wanted to cause us trouble, right?
Kind of picks a
I
direction
believe you.
and just
I believe.
looks around and he heads for the alley, heading this direction.
God, if only I could do a spell as a reaction.
Although it would provoke against Anvil if you want.
Enemy.
I'm not going to attack him with my hammer. I'm just going to bitch.
Okay.
Oh God, I need a whip. I need a spiked. I need a spiked silver whip.
I missed.
Yeah, so you just kind of swing with your hand to get out of here, you little.
Pipsqueak.
Yeah. I agree.
I see.
I agree. The other guy starts running off.
So that is the guy that Orin originally shockingly grasped.
Uh-huh.
And
he originally failed the wisdom save.
Yeah, the suggestion was for him to transform.
Yeah, as a dirty little
and
rat.
run.
He did.
Yeah.
And then they're running into a crowd over here that's kind of blocked the way.
Anvil's going to yell, "Where rats!"
Look at them running like little rats.
Jasper, you do hear the commotion outside. You do hear, as it started. Now you hear the music picking up.
I'm going to even quicker rob this place.
You have found nobody in the bar.
Yeah, I'll go to the whoever it was that I determined was the way to like the office, or if it's an upstairs where he lives as well, that type of area.
So this place is terribly set up. It's got the kitchen's the office.
Yeah, I'll head in there.
It's basically set up like an old diner, but there's like this small corner desk, and then all the cookware.
Mel's Diner.
Yeah. More like Joe's apartment. I mean,
It's almost the same thing.
And I'm just like looking for
I'm coming, sis.
evidence of criminal.
Yeah, you hear, I'm coming, sis. Actually, start running that way. Okay, Yosna.
Am I able to find anything, or?
Um, you find like a lost ledger book, like the not a cooked book, but you find a ledger and you start reading it over, and you just start laughing at the numbers you're reading, and you're like, all we have to do is be open for another 2 months, and this guy's probably out of business just by default. He's literally spending his last savings trying to shut you guys down so he can grow his business.
Okay.
No, like the criminal activity that he owes money to a loan shark. You find threatening letters that saying if they don't receive a payment soon, they're gonna break his legs.
Excellent. I'll like start scooping all the paperwork into a bag.
He's like 3 weeks behind on his payments.
Just make sure he's got nothing left to pay him with.
Or better yet, I just write a letter to the loan shark as him. You don't have the balls to break my legs.
Oh yeah, and some of the name that you read off of there, you realize that they won't break his legs in a nice manner where they'll easily grow back. They'll break his kneecaps in reverse.
What you ought to do is write a letter to them as saying, I dare you, tell them that you've got the were-rat guys on your side, and we're not afraid of you. So they're all in shit.
The commoner hucks another beer. This time from over here at the were-rats trying to run away. Misses with a beer. Lily.
If I was close enough to where the beer was going at the were, I would have made a sleight of hand to see if I can catch it and just start drinking the beer.
Oh no, they're empty mugs.
Oh, okay.
They're not wasting their alcohol. This guy over here is literally grabbing a cup of beer while you guys are fighting. Yeah,
Chugging
just
it
start
down,
chugging.
have to throw it empty.
Yes. Not gonna waste it.
This shall be known as the solo cup battle.
It's a solo cup battle. All right.
So, are we letting them go, or do
Yes.
we want somebody?
Now let him
Do we
go.
want one of them at
Um,
least?
Well,
There's still one here by me.
Anvil, you did hear that they were going to cause a ruckus, correct?
Correct. Let's let the city
Which,
guys deal with
by the
it.
way, like my dragon's breath fizzles out. So what I'm going to need then is like, well, somebody should probably call the guards then because we have one here, and I'm gonna need that were-rat to make a strength save.
Where's the closest guard?
Being blocked by the crowd.
While you see this like huge earthen hand jump up out of the ground and just attempt to grab and grapple the were-rat that's standing next to Anvil.
Uh,
How? God, no, that's a bad idea because I won't even be able to do half. I was gonna say, how much of the crowd can I put to sleep so the guard can go through? But no, that won't work.
Oof. Oof.
no, you actually see some of the ladies with beer in hand offering it to a couple of guards off into the distance. Well, the guards are trying to get through that, but they can't. Some people are grabbing the guards by the hands and starts dancing with them randomly. So the guards are just utterly distracted.
More effective for us to chase them off than to kill them. We've embarrassed
Oh
them.
yeah, because God forbid we kill somebody inside Waterdeep.
Exactly. And it'll wreck our competition. And I pretty well
Hey,
bet they're not going to go back to.
I mean, look at it this way: if we let these guys go, actually, no, I don't know. Never mind.
Well, we
I
do
don't know
need
what I want.
somebody. We
I
do
pass.
need somebody to perhaps corroborate our story from their side. I understand that somebody here has a truth spell.
Who?
Me.
So this where we're at actually is going for the crowd.
I'll since it yeah, I would hold person just to connect. He's still humanoid and everything, right? Hold person will work.
Yeah, whole person will work because they do count as human.
Yeah, I mean, once they transform into their rat version, I don't think it'll work. But
Or humanoid.
once as long as they're not in rat form, they, well, they're still humanoid. So
Yep.
I'd use my last.
So
second level
are you
spell.
attacking this one as it runs away into the crowd?
Not attacking, but a hold person. Yeah, my last second level of the day.
Oh, okay.
What was your first?
Suggestion.
Gives a wisdom saving throw on this.
And I will, for good measure, also cutting words his save. No, he didn't pass anyway, so.
Yep.
I don't think an 11 passes my 15. 14.
And at the end of his turn, he rolls the save again, correct? Or is it? Yeah, at the end of each.
On his turn.
Yep, which is right now, right after yours. Unless you chose a different where at.
Huh. Okay. Nope.
Ultra fail combo. All right, Anvil.
Anvil's going to take a step to the table, grab my mug, chug it, and heave it at the were rats that are running.
Okay. So quaffing a drink in combat is a move action. So you're able to attack action with an improvised cup at disadvantage if you're actually trying to hit.
Yeah, I don't want to kill him. I just want to embarrass the hell out of him.
Okay.
Run, you rat fink cowards.
Double crit. Go ahead and double crit. Come on. Knock him out.
It's only, what, a D4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can max roll.
So basically, what? Dexterity plus.
It's strength, no proficiency.
Strength? Oh, that's right.
Yep.
At disadvantage.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. I credit.
Are you sure he has disadvantage?
Actually,
Why would I have
it's at disadvantage and at advantage because of the music playing in the background. So it's at normal. So the 23 hits.
So he crit.
So he crits.
Roll 2d8.
It's 2d4 plus strength.
Oh, right. 2d4, sorry.
You're not gonna get away from me, you cuppa. Boom, boom. We're gonna go at the one that's already been damaged.
Yeah, I told him to run, you rat fink coward.
Clunk.
Leave our.
How does he manage to hit a rat?
They didn't all transform.
Yeah, but the
Giant
one that was
rats.
already damaged was the rat.
Was the one that transformed.
I wasn't
Yeah.
throwing at a rat.
Okay.
I was just throwing at one of the guys.
Okay. So we'll give it to this one.
I'm not trying to kill him. Just embarrassing.
Yeah. So when they get to the crowd's actually not letting them through. But they're not attacking the crowd either.
Smart.
Ah, yes. It's a very smart move there. Wouldn't want to tarnish your reputation further.
Come on, let us out! Let's get out! Let's leave!
Lily, you've got your charisma.
What, intimidation to make him stay?
No, intimidation to make him to surrender.
So
Yeah, sure.
as you kind of see that there's only
can
one
do that.
pathway. There's they kind of leave a opening. The crowd does. They leave an opening all the way back to Emmerich's place, leaving that's their only option to run away is through Emmerich's place.
Meanwhile, all I know is loud music is playing.
You can probably hear the fighting.
No,
You can
No.
hear the cheering, though.
they can hear the cheering.
And faintly some pissed off guards.
Like,
So yeah, I'll... Oh, actually, not my turn, but yeah. On my turn, I'll do that
Yosina's turn.
intimidation to make him surrender.
I actually get to go this.
Did
I
I
got
skip you
some
last time?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You get to-
Sorry, I was just gonna pick one and run up to it and bop it with the pummel of my.
Throw a mug.
Actually, yeah. I'll
No,
throw-
you pick up an empty keg.
Go ahead and throw two empty mugs. I'll let you throw two
Not
mugs.
Not at that guy though. He's held.
Yeah, the one
Someone
right next
at the
to...
Could be held in the arms of a barbarian.
I'd take one of the kegs and throw it at him if it were me.
Kegs are a little heavy.
We get empties.
But breaking like casks are so expensive. Bent Nail would be pissed.
Do you think she cares?
No.
Yeah, because I'm gonna rage as a bonus action.
Okay.
Pick up a mug for last turn.
Yep.
So
You would have been able to attack one of them without moving. So go ahead and attack one at disadvantage.
now what am I rolling?
Yeah, it's a strength, no proficiency. So for you, it would be not a strength save. It'd be just a straight strength roll. Which that misses.
And I am gonna pick up an empty.
Okay, you find.
Oh wait, does my rage add to my?
Not to hit, but it does add rage damage if you do hit.
Okay.
You have advantage on strength checks.
Yep. Du hast mich dafür. Yeah, you don't need to roll to pick it up. You've got you wouldn't be able
that's
to.
my.
You'd have to move up.
I thought the beer table was what I'm standing.
Yep. No, I'm talking about to hit them on your second turn.
She's gonna throw it.
I think it's what is it? For improvised weapons, it's 10-20. Yeah.
Something like that.
So then I moved the keg, picked up the keg, and moved to.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna throw it at the. Which that was a 22.
Yep, it hits. Which one do you throw it at? Okay. Go ahead and we're gonna increase the damage because this thing's a lot bigger than the other thing. Go ahead and roll a d8.
Rip.
It's a lot bigger than a cup.
So it'd be +6 because 2 for my rage and.
I think
Yep.
the
4
rage
for
is
my
on melee,
strength.
isn't it?
It is,
No, rage is on. Oh, is it?
but I'm okay with rage being attached to strength thrown stuff as a homebrew. So
Oh.
because officially strength doesn't get added to Or not strength, but rage doesn't get it. Always only melee, but I'm okay with it being used for thrown. Especially in
As
this
long as
regard.
it,
Go ahead, Bert. I'm sorry.
I said especially if it's a keg.
Yeah. Rage keg throwing. I could just... just hob...
So I hit him for 8 with a keg.
Okay.
And with that, do I get to knock him down?
I know it doesn't knock him down, but it does. The splinters, as it shatters, some of the crowd moves, so he can kind of slip into the crowd. So on his turn, he can kind of disappear.
Oh, that would have been hilarious.
Random mug misses and lands over here. All right, Lily.
Okay, Snake Eyes intimidate the hell out of me.
I mean, what can I really do? I'm just gonna keep my concentration on this guy. That's about it. I'm not really worried about the other three. Actually, Anvil, do you have a mug in your hand?
Of course I do.
I'll pick up a mug from the table if there's one with ale still left. I'll pour half the ale off of my from my mug into yours, and I'll drink the other half and throw the mug
Okay.
to top you off while I throw the mug.
One of your servers hands you the mug on the table. So you, as you come up. Hell of a party you throw!
Quick-witted, I see. So yeah, I'll top off Anvil, and I'll attempt throwing the mug. So it just strength, a d20 plus strength.
You'll have to move to get within 20 to be able to hit them.
Oh, it's within 20?
Within 20 to hit them, yep.
Shoot, okay. There. That's within 20.
Yep. Not 20 money.
Nice. Nice.
Did you guys
Are we scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head now?
Yes. Should rename this fight to Little Bunny Foo Foo. With Du Hast.
Du hast bunny foo foo.
Du Hast Bunny Foo Foo. Writes that down. Writes that down.
One of the few times where drowning pool bodies makes perfect sense.
Du Hast Bunny Foo Foo. That's what I'm gonna name this episode. When I get done.
Nice.
All right. Oren.
All right, so these three guys are kind of freaking out, aren't they?
Yeah. At this point, they're like, they haven't murdered anyone. They've just been hired. They're like, we surrender.
Yeah, I guess I would have also done that intimidation for them to surrender. But I don't know if I could have done that while also doing my
Well, the
attack.
whole crowd is not leaving them anywhere to go, and they don't want to kill anybody because that's not their job.
Yeah.
So they're just.
Can I roll that intimidation to see how it would go?
Nah, you don't need.
Nah,
No.
they just go for it. They just.
Yeah.
Okay, so you devilish little miscreants have finally surrendered. Now we should possibly have you lined up and ready for the town guard to dispose of you. Yes?
Dispose is kind of harsh word.
deal with you, however it works. It's not my business.
The crowd's cheering, kind of jeering you on at this point, telling, no mercy! Kick him in the balls!
I walk up to one of them and pat one of them on the back. You know, you would make a pretty good bard. You should consider changing professions. You are very good entertainment this time around.
Too bad none of these were
shit!
not.
Oh, that's perception. Hold on, persuasion.
If any of these were
okay.
werewolves, I'd be like, kick him in the nards.
Ooh.
Wolfman's got nards. That movie just turned 35, I guess. I feel old. All right. So, what are you doing, Warren? Just kind of like telling them. But the crowd is still cheering you on to kind of at least beat them unconscious.
I would just kind of look over at the crowd and say, no. There's no need for that. Just let the guards through. Let the guards take care of it so we can make merry for the rest of the evening.
Oh, I just realized I still have one more level 2 spell. Because I get a suggestion for once per long rest for free.
So should I try to persuade the audience in this instance? Since I'm trying to get them to let the guards through?
Get them to let the guards through.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm telling them that they should let the guards through so that the guards can handle this and we can all just party.
Okay, so go ahead and roll persuasion.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I'm using that inspiration.
All right.
Do you want my inspiration as well?
I did. Somebody else will have to roll it after that. But you sit there and you try with your soft-spoken gnomish voice to yell out as loud as you can, but your voice just doesn't quite come to you, and you can barely break over the decibel of music. Hey guys, we need to get them arrested. Hello, can anybody hear me? Just that whisper against the quiet swarm.
Able to hear?
Yeah, you'd be able to hear.
So, after Orin tries and Yosna realizes the crowd's not listening, hey, let the guards through.
Instead of a persuasion check, I would let you roll intimidation for that, even though you're trying to persuade. And that's actually good enough to get the attention of a couple people, and one of the bards kind of quiets down, so the music dies down a little bit, and you hear them. All right, guys, we need to wrap it up. We're gonna play some slow music. Now that the dance is no longer happening, and somebody else yells, "I.e. move! Let the guards through!" So you see people, then the music kind of changes, not firing everybody up, and the guards eventually come through, and the were-rats kind of they go and they face their lumps, and they yeah, we'd like to get out of here, kind of offering their arms to the manacles. We started it.
That is absolutely correct that you did. Threatening my friend and trying to cause a disturbance.
While this is going on,
yep,
Anvil's going to walk across to, is it Emma? Walk over to his table.
Oh yeah, Emmerich?
Yeah.
Yep.
With a beer in the hand.
Fully topped up.
Okay. You hand him the beer.
I just stand in front of the table.
He looks at you.
You picked on the wrong people, lad. Your rats are caught in a trap. You're caught too. Back off.
He starts sobbing, saying he's absolutely ruined.
I'll put the beer on the table. Drink a free beer. I'll spit on the ground and turn around and walk away from.
He does. When you leave him, you would leave him sobbing.
I don't care.
The rest of the night, the party just kind of continues. The guards don't really want to break it up because of it would probably cause some civil unrest. But
We make sure they get a free beer too.
they appreciate it. They kind of do an interview, and one of the were rats later comes back almost 2 hours later.
Before the 2 hours happens, do I get to finish going through the shop?
Yeah, you just basically were stealing the paperwork.
Yeah, the paperwork, and then I'm going to go for the coin.
Yep. You find a safe.
No,
Crack that sucker.
you've had a good amount of time to break into that.
I was gonna say, with the amount of time and with what was going on, I'm not even gonna have you roll for it.
Okay.
You spend the time just trying every combination with either your thieves tools or your ear, and eventually almost a half hour it takes you to finally break the safe. And the reason why you break it so easy is he's actually got the combination written down on the safe inside his book, and you find 225 gold.
Password was password, apparently.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing we'd have on my luggage. Spaceballs, love it. Yeah, so you're able to open it. There's 225 gold, kind of stacked in there with like a to-do list next to it of what the money's for, and most of the money was to hire out to the shiners to eliminate the competition, and then for advertising to boost business and sales.
Okay, and there's no shady paperwork in there either.
His business was actually on the up and up. He was just an asshole.
It does. You did have the ones that says that it's to pay for the hiring of thugs.
Yeah, there is that one piece
Okay.
of incriminating, like hey, this is my to-do list. I need to soften the competition, almost to the point of breaking the law, but not quite. If you get what I mean, like you would be able to nail him on conspiracy at least, which might get him a flogging, but he'd probably go home that night.
Yeah, unless there are 4 were-rats that have just been arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah, if one of them turns on him, it could be bad.
Yeah, so I'll
4D chess.
begin heading back after I have all that stuff.
Okay, and I assume if you find the guards, because they're talking to the crowd, trying to figure out what happened.
I'll find the party first.
Yeah, would you find the party?
Oh, hey guys.
Yep.
Guys, look what I found. I got proof.
You walk up, you'll see the 4 were-rats in chains.
Yep.
Oh, Y'all been busy.
We have better than proof. Wait, that's not the phrase. Oh well.
No, there, or is it like?
No,
Just regular?
it's somebody. It's a different guard, or different guard captain tonight.
Nobody knows him.
Excuse me, Captain.
She says yes.
And I'll just like gesture over to Emmerich's table. You see that poor crying man over there? He hired these four to bust up this party and to ruin our business. Believe you'll find this of interest. And I'll hand her the note.
Yep, I'm trying to find the guard captain's name.
I believe her name is
Speaking of,
Sa.
sorry I had to walk in here, but I realized that your stream is just showing title cards again.
It shouldn't be.
It's not showing us.
Oh, yeah, because I was on the title card screen looking for what I was looking for first anyway.
Okay.
Nice. Want me to put that up? Actually, if you can scan that.
I'm going to.
For those of you who can kind of see this, Lisa spent time trying to draw her character, or at least concept art. I kind of like it.
Snowball's a little off, but
Snowball's actually. No, I've seen pudgy cats like that. So she's gonna scan it, and I'll drop it in the link.
The lips are a little bit disproportionate.
It's still nice. I like it. Give me 1 second as I'm trying to find.
We'll scan it in after game.
Yeah, we'll scan it in after game. Oh, there she is. Or it's actually it's a he.
Trans?
We don't care how they identify.
Yeah, I know. Barnabas is the one. Barnabas Blastwind.
Don't pull his finger.
Don't pull his finger. Last time it happened, I mean, but yeah. So he takes the information. Kind of a chubby fellow with glasses, big beard, big hair. He's one.
Hagrid.
Yeah, Hagrid. I like that. Kind of a big old Hagrid look. It's just according to the statutes of Waterdeep, they did break some laws, mostly assaulting the citizens and whatnot, which they all charge against Emmerich. And they Emmerich won't come back pretty much. The were-rats are going to be ending up doing time as well.
So
yeah,
the forging the official documents, did they get him with that one?
they haven't figured out who did that. Emmerich doesn't know officially who did that.
But he's the one that instigated it.
Yeah, but somebody else did the work. But Emmerich actually won't be getting out anytime soon. Emmerich, you find out later, Emmerich's sentence is something like 3 years of hard labor. He might not even survive the ordeal. And he owes a total of 36,000 gold to the in fees.
Oh my.
Is what they end up nailing him with, and
That's of just what they know.
that's from what they know and can prove. Some of the
Don't
citizens.
forget about the money he borrowed.
Yeah. So the 250 gold he borrowed to keep his business afloat. On top of that, they take his property outright as payment. So he will not be bothering you anytime in the foreseeable campaign future. If we're running this game 3 years from now in game, you might have to deal with him then. But I doubt
I don't
it.
think he'll make it out alive.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, loan
if,
shark may get him.
if not due to the hard labor, then the people who he borrowed from won't let him out alive.
Uh-huh. And the were rats they each get sentenced to a month. They all turned on Emmerich. What you end up finding out is they all turned on Emmerich as the ringleader of what was going on. So they get the soft, cushy sentencing, and Emmerich just gets nailed with everything. And you get told this the next morning after the block party. So we are definitely out of combat.
So that
When
shocking grasp was truly shocking.
When we go
Indeed.
inside, I'm gonna look at Orin and say, seriously? Shocking grasp? Seriously?
Well, they were threatening and they were going to ruin the party. We can't
I'm not
very well
saying it-
have that now, can we?
I'm not saying it didn't turn out well, but seriously?
I just wanted to give them a little something to show that we were serious. How was I supposed to know that they were going to fight?
Give him that little je ne sais quoi. Shock.
Yeah, I
Channel
recommend you
Pro.
don't
I mean,
show
I
me
could-
you're serious.
What?
I recommend you, if we ever have a disagreement, don't try to show me you're serious.
Well, we'll just have to see about that, my friend, shan't we?
At some point during the night, Yosna would be, regaling the kitties in our basement kitty nest about me throwing a keg and the whole fight going on.
For the next so after the constable, and the police kind of deal with what's going on, your bar is packed with patrons buying food, buying some above and beyond drinks and whatnot.
Sorry to interrupt. Few days have gone by, right?
From the block party?
Yeah, it's
Or
well, no.
Well, kind of, but the main thing that I'm curious about is that, hey, we did the mission for Blackstaff, finding out the Griffins thing. We were supposed to get paid. We didn't get paid yet.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, did we? I didn't hear
That
it.
was what we used. Part of what we used to do the
Oh. Okay. So I assume you guys just.
Yeah, we got paid, but it didn't get paid very much.
It wasn't a lot. It was kind of like, hey, yeah, here.
That's why Joe had 25 to throw at it.
Glad nobody asked me any questions.
Yeah, you weren't there. You weren't a witness to what was going on. I mean,
No, I meant about how I had 800 platinum to throw down.
or
We didn't want. Oh,
800 gold, 80 platinum.
yeah,
80 platinum, yeah. Sorry.
that's okay.
Plausible deniability.
I wish you had 800 platinum to throw down.
So,
did we? I have a question.
Sure.
Did we fire the halfling, or did we keep him on?
The halfling worked for you at least throughout the night.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Did we keep him on?
Fire his ass.
Well,
Yeah, we fired.
I mean,
He was attached to the other 3, and we just put them all in jail.
no,
we don't want
he
him
wasn't.
around.
No, he wasn't
Yeah.
part of that force.
No, but he said they were his family.
Right.
We don't want him around after getting all of his family arrested, regardless of the amount of time.
That's fine. I mean, I just want. We didn't officially say one way or the other.
yeah.
I just didn't want to assume that he was still.
Can somebody give me a D100 at advantage?
Everybody jump at once.
We're gonna go with Jasper's roll.
51, 54.
You're very average there, Lily.
Yeah, just let anybody but Orin do it.
So,
Hey.
Yeah, 2 2s in a row.
I mean, that's very fair, though.
Yeah, just don't let me roll D100s in Tomb of Annihilation, because apparently the higher you roll, the worse it is.
so
Yeah, it is.
for whatever reason, the night's profit is an entire 10-day worth of normal patronage from that block party for you guys.
Wait, what?
We're even trying to make
You're
money.
welcome.
So
the block party is a full 10-day of worth of work.
right. So instead of
Okay.
what I'm having you because the block party was so successful and you did, oh yeah, I forgot something. I forgot 2 things. But yeah, okay. So now I've added that in. You made 74 gold profit. So you made 74 gold plus 50, so 124 gold over the night.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah, we're probably going to end up having to pay for some broken tables and some mugs that disappeared that we got from the bent nail folk.
It's just a few gold.
No, I don't disagree, but we ought to make sure we cover that.
Yeah.
So before that we have a total of 312 gold in our
Yep. And you find out the next day cost of cleanup, and repairs, which the other guilds split with you 5 ways, because they all benefited from it. So instead of 100 gold in repairs, you only pay out 20.
Okay, and that's covering all the broken stuff, right?
Yeah, that covers
broken chairs and tables.
That covers
mugs.
actually cleanup of the grounds. So you, people mucking the grounds, making sure that the beer mug, any unmentionables on.
puke.
Yeah, exactly. Just cleaning up the grounds, bottles, broken this, broken that, any repairs, any lost items. They kind of split it as a communal pot, and it came up to about 100 gold in repairs, but everybody takes their licks and splits it up, and the crafters guilds that you had helped out with this whole ordeal come over and thank each one of you um, individually. And the dung sweepers was the only group that actually wasn't present. Are fucking busy outside. Dung sweepers guilds. There's the one who cleans the streets.
Because they're cleaning up after the party,
Yep.
we'll give them free beer.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I think this is going to be a good stopping point for next week.
I would.
Sorry
Start
to
back up in the
kind of
morning.
derail it.
Oh, that was cool. That was absolutely not. That was great.
That wasn't a derail. That was amazing. I was this fight was going to happen one way or another.
And it happened the good way.
And it happened in such a way that I loved it. If you hadn't done it this way, they probably would have just jumped Jasper so hard.
I was looking.
Well, there you go. You're welcome.
So
I was looking to start the fight, Orin, but I'm glad you did it because I would do it, but Anvil wouldn't.
Well, that was kind of the thing. Like, Orin was reading the room. He knew that there was clear hostilities, and he knew something was going to happen. So it was better to show. It was well to turn a phrase.
yeah.
But like in Orin's mind, it was very much like a. All right, the better move here is to show them we're serious. If they want to fight, then we're going to do this now, and hope for the best.
Yeah, this was
And it turns
absolutely
out that-
amazing.
What made it
And-
better is that the whole crowd was just backing us the whole way through.
Exactly. Although I did miss the perfect opportunity to use Frostbite and tell them to chill out. I do regret that, but that's what I was going to say if they triggered the cold breath. I was going to tell them that they need to chill out with a blast of cold.
I did that for this one time. I had this person who was very angry at me while screaming in my face while I was grabbing a drink of water from a refrigerated water cooler, and it was my boss, and literally she was 2 feet from me yelling in my ear while I'm trying to get a drink of water. So instead of drinking the water, I turned around and I just emptied my water into her face and told her to chill out. And I don't know why I didn't get fired, because I would have fired me, but I burst out laughing after doing it.
Probably because it was fucking hilarious.
And then she burst out laughing, which was good. It was like one of those moments, like, I rolled a charisma check by laughing at what I just did. And I passed.
Laughing hysterically, saying in your mind, "Oh, I'm fucked. I'm getting fired. Might
Yeah.
as well laugh it out."
Exactly.
I'm
I'm so fired. I'm so fired.
Yeah, rolling that 20 on that one.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it was funny though. All right, have a good night, stream.
Good night, Internet.
All right. Good night.